A mysterious 12,000-year-old sphere found in Brazil that is believed to enhance brain thoughts, enhance your intelligence. Of course, this is just a theory. We don't know if that's possible. There are those who believe that even placing some kind of a crystal pyramid underneath your bed, under your head, will somehow increase your intelligence or make you feel better, change your physical, magnetic, electromagnetic energy into something more beneficial for you. But anyway, in the late 1970s, a 60 centimeter ball of quartz crystal was found again in underwater research in the same area of Bimini, Andros. The perfection of the cutting and the grinding troubled scientists. And we don't stop here. It was just perfectly rounded off. How was this made? How did they have this technology 12,000 years ago was the question. Now, this sphere was found in a gold case at the top of a sunken pyramid with a base of about 37 meters. The pyramid was made of some smooth, glossy stone that lost its luster, but mainly was not covered with underwater plants. In other words, there was no seaweed growing on top of it, or coral. It was estimated to have sunk about 12,000 years ago, half buried in the sand along with other smaller and larger pyramids. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. Now, we know that this area has, by some people, been thought of as being part of the western part of the sunken continent of Atlantis. Now, in the center of the sphere, they said there's a perfect pyramid of grayish quartz, and inside it, there are 2 other pyramids inside each other. The University of Florida has exposed this to public view 5 times, according to Paul Brandon's book, Secret Egypt. And so far, so good. But its weight is half of what it should be. It caused changes in the weight of metal objects that would be found next to it. So is this exotic material? We know that another thing that we looked at as being exotic material was monoatomic gold. That we know that that is not on the table, the Mendeleev table of elements. Exotic materials do exist, but they cannot be explained, and they're not on the table of elements. So this here says that it changes the weight of metal objects that are found next to it. When a person approaches it, he is charged by this energy and emits light in a certain direction, producing a strange ionic wind wave which multiplies according to the number of people approaching it. Phenomena are subject to change along with the thinking of observers. It multiplies the energy and thought of the person approaching, and the case is still being studied. Its origin is considered extraterrestrial due to unknown technology. So, what good that we feel that we are the only ones in our universe? Are we the only ones? Now, this photo of the spherical sphere iridescent from Brazil has nothing to do with the post's finding. Now, it doesn't mean that it's extraterrestrial. It could be because, as we said, this magic number, 12,000 years old, is at the time of the Younger Dryas comet impact. We know that that impacted mostly on North America, mostly on North America, Northern Hemisphere, and that they've already found 18 large parts, some of them as large as 1 to 2 kilometers, others as large as buses. And that had created a very large catastrophic event impacting the Earth and on various locations, mostly Northern Hemisphere. And in North America, of course, it was the end of the Clovis culture and the megafauna, megaflora. And it was a type of an extinction level event. And it could be that other types of creatures did live, and we were told that from ancient texts, they tell us that it was about 9,564 BC that Atlantis sunk. So it could have been Atlantean technology. Of course, we were told by Thoth the Atlantean, who wrote the Emerald Tablets, that Atlanteans were, quote unquote, extraterrestrial as well. So anyway, you come up with your own conclusions. This is something that I've translated for you from a Greek article concerning this Brazilian quartz sphere that seems to be another example of exotic material because of the fact that it changes the energy of the person next to it and also the weight of the metal objects that are found next to it. So please leave your comments and thank you for your support.